We're live.
There we go. It's Dive Bar Comedy Tuesday night. I'm Wild Joe. Thank you to Carol Newell, our tech guru, for getting us up and running on the dot, 9 p.m. every Tuesday. So let's start with our theme song by the late and great GT, and then we will get into it with all of these fun comics that we have. Yet another crazy lineup of cool killer comedians.
Here we go, you.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Uncensored. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Yeah. Dirty, bad, nasty comedy. That's what we're all about. R.I.P. GT. R.I.P. to all our soldiers. We just had Memorial Day. And R.I.P. to my Uncle Eddie. I just went to his memorial service over the weekend. He was my crazy uncle. His favorite shirt said, P is for porn. A lot of different people, all looking like meth addicts, got up there talking about how he turned their life around and changed their life, even though they looked still like meth addicts. But anyway, my dad did not speak. It was his brother. He thought about speaking, but he didn't. And then afterward, he told me the story that he almost said, and it's probably a good thing he didn't speak, because he said one time he went over to my Uncle Eddie's house. He walked in and Eddie was naked, sitting there naked with his dick out, and there was a fly on his dick. And my dad's like, "What are you doing, brother?" He said, "They're fighting over my dick. There's two flies, and they're fighting over it. They both want to eat it. I'm getting head from flies." Anyway, that's he was in touch with nature. He was very much in touch with nature. He grew a lot of weed in his backyard. He grew it before it was legal. He got in trouble. Yeah, he liked to drive around in an old beat up truck playing the tambourine as he drove everywhere he went. He wore little denim Daisy Dukes with his balls hanging out. He was quite a character. But anyway, all right, that's what I did this Memorial Day. Let's get around to our comics, see what they did anything fun over the weekend and see what they're up to. Let's start. I'm just going left to right. Azize Erim, you're the first time on our show. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great, actually. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. And can you tell the people who have not met you before, like where you're from and how you got into comedy?
Yeah, I grew up in Turkey. And the reason, I moved to Maryland. I first lived on the East Coast for a while. And then 7 years ago, I moved to LA. And the reason I'm doing comedy is because since I was a child, I always wanted to do comedy and didn't have the courage. Can I just say balls? I can say
sure.
Right?
Sure.
I don't know. It's not. So I didn't have the balls to go up on a stage and do this. But then I don't know. I just maybe after some age, you're like, F it, like I'm gonna do it. And then I did it, and I didn't die. So I kept doing it. I really love it.
That's true. The older you get, the less you care, I guess. my stage fright has gone down by far. When I was young and I was trying to do music and singing, I would get so nervous and I wanted people to really take me seriously and stuff. But the other thing is when you're doing comedy, you don't want people to take you seriously. You just want to be a goofball. So I find that more relaxing. So
Yeah, I was afraid of saying the wrong thing. I'm from Turkey. You can't just say everything there. Like, you know, it's just, it's dangerous. So I was always afraid, but here it's more like relax and freedom and less judgment, believe it or not. It's less judgment here. So
yeah.
and doing it in another language, English is my second language. I think people give me more like credit for that. They would slay me like if I say things wrong. Here they're like, okay.
Mm.
Oh, they just say like, oh, it's her accent. That's why she said that.
Yeah. I don't know. I never had that, but it's much more fun to do it in another language because you can see other things. And I do play with words, and I kind of like really happy about it. And I enjoy it more for some reason doing it in English.
That's interesting. No, I did an exchange program to Spain, and I felt like when I was speaking Spanish that I was almost like playing a part or a character that I didn't really have to be me as much. So it was different, but that's a good point. All right, Azize, well, that's fun. I'm excited to hear what you have to say and hear your stand-up for the first time. Are you doing any shows, or are you doing Zoom shows, live shows? What have you been doing?
I did a live show last week, but I will start doing it. Not at this moment. I don't have anything planned because I'm going to be traveling to the East Coast and coming back, but I will be back to live. I love live shows. I really do. And Zoom shows is getting better. It was really not that good at the beginning, but now it's much better in a sense of, you know.
Yeah.
Right in your
well, I think this show is fun. Carol's show is fun, but I've been on some pretty painful Zoom shows that
We're not.
you know, nobody was funny and they were just talking about the weather and it was pretty terrible. So anyway, well, all right. This is going to be a good show. Let's see. Who do we got next? Seth Lawrence.
Hey, what's going on?
Representing mankind.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. Me
So,
and Mista See.
Yeah, Mista See. He's always here, but you're new. So
I
this
think-
is exciting.
I think
So
he's representing the more virile masculine demographic.
Well.
So
Maybe. Seth, where are you from and how'd you get into comedy?
yeah, originally I'm from Utah, and got into comedy when we moved from North Carolina, where my wife and I were doing graduate school both, and then we moved to California when my wife took a job out here. So I transitioned from being a lawyer to being stay-at-home dad and comic in the night times. So
now I
that
remember
was,
you.
yeah,
We've
that's
done
what
shows
it's.
together. I think maybe Universal Bar and Grill or some of those.
I have
places
not
out in
done
the
those
valley.
Spotlight Sunday shows at the Universal Bar and Grill, but I
They're
was
not at the
on.
bar and grill anymore. They're at Lexington.
Oh, is that right?
Hmm
Gotcha.
I know. I just booked one.
Ah, hey, congrats.
So if you want to do one, let me know. I'll get you on the next one.
Yeah, yeah, maybe we can talk off live about
Yeah.
those
I just
shows.
remember when you started talking about you and your wife and your kids, and you're a kept man. It
Yes,
rung a bell.
I'm a
I was like,
gentleman.
I remember you from real life shows back in
Right,
probably
right, yeah.
2019.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. Back in the before times.
yes. When
Yeah.
everything, we were so innocent. We had no idea
I know.
how much fun we were having.
So free, so young, so naive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you gotten back into real life shows, or you're sticking to Zoom, or what have you been doing?
No, yeah, I've been doing real life shows with real life people. It's been wild, almost as Wild Joe. But we've been out at the Nightcap, which is a spot that opened up kind of over. I mean, in all honesty, it was open before the pandemic hit. It was known as the Bunker. They changed their name. They're now the Nightcap. It's a spot in Burbank, about a mile up from Costco on Burbank Boulevard. A really cool room indoors. They're doing outdoor shows right now in a sweet kind of partially covered patio area. A lot of fun. They've got some great names coming through there. So Nightcap, I help out there every week. I'm either hosting or doing a little guest spot there most Saturdays. So really thrilled about that. And then I got picked up as one of the hosts for the World Series of Comedy, which is a festival that kind of travels around the country. So I'm off to Sacramento next week. I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago doing shows out there. So that's been pretty fun as well.
Great.
Nice.
Well, congratulations, the World Series of Comedy. That's a big one. So
Yeah, it's been
awesome.
fun. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good time.
Awesome. All right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's so
And
good.
by the
So
way,
good to be
for
back.
people, we're doing our first Dive Bar Comedy post-pandemic live show on July 27th, which is a Tuesday.
Woo!
We're sticking to our
Nice.
Tuesdays. And
Nice.
we should hopefully be getting the last Tuesday of every month at Liquid Zoo in Van Nuys, which is in the Valley. So
Ooh,
LA people, check
swanky.
that out. So it should be fun. Flyer coming soon.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, we've got two more lovely ladies. Let's see. Alyssa Poteet.
Wild Joe, hello, hi.
What's going on? So where are you? Where are you right now? Are you in Los Angeles or somewhere else?
Yes, no, right now I just got back to my lovely sweet abode in East Los Angeles in Boyle Heights. And oh my God, I just like to say my condolences, Wild Joe. Like, oh my gosh, I've been to funerals like that. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Like because I got some white trash family too. I don't know if that's how you would label them.
I mean, there were some stories like this one girl came up and she's like, I've known him since I was a young girl and I just can't believe I'm a Muslim. And I'm thinking like, what was he doing to this young girl? I mean, she went on and on and on and on. And his wife was sitting there the whole time. And I'm like, why was he hanging out with this young girl for so long? But anyway, there's
her
some very shady stories. His wife got up and told a story about how they had some pet rats and the rats multiplied. And then the next thing you know, they had like a whole city of rats. And then she came home one day, he was in the bathtub with all these rats, like all swimming in the water and then climbing up on his belly as like the mountain and then washing themselves. And anyway.
Dude, I swear to
He was a
God, you're my
character.
fucking cousin, dude. That is hilarious. I remember when my uncle Dennis died because he wasn't in the stage of his life where he was like post meth and like helping meth heady looking people like you were talking about. He was still like on the meth. So all the eulogies were just people talking about how like, well, Dennis, he was a good guy. He did steal my TV for meth money, that son of a bitch. It was just all like that. So I feel
boy. Yeah. So you're back, you're in East LA. What's been going on?
Oh man, I've been running around to like Vegas a lot, doing some shows up in San Francisco, booked this weed comedy festival thing in Humboldt. I'm just trying to get around.
Cool.
Yeah, as much as I can, do as many shows before my new job starts. So I'm everywhere these days.
Yeah, and I noticed, like, I don't know, when I was in Modesto, which is like the armpit of California, basically, that's where I'm from, no masks. I mean, and like the bars are open and there's like no masks going on. I don't know, it's still in LA, people are still pretty conservative about that, but I feel like other parts of the country and other parts of the state, they're over it.
They're done. They're so done. They've been done. Like, people have not in the middle of this country and in the South believed in natural selection and evolution until this fucking pandemic. And now they're like, let God and Darwin take care of it. I'm strong. Fuck it. And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I go back and forth. I can see both sides. That's how I am about almost everything. I'm like, oh, I see this side. I see that side.
I mean, I'm still going. So
Yeah.
I'm not here to talk shit. I'm just,
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I felt like I was in a time warp. I went into the bars in Modesto. Not only there's no masks to be seen, they're still playing the same music from the 90s that they were playing back then. It's like High C, and I mean, I don't know. Like,
some things will never change. Why mess up something that's just
Jodeci. I mean, like, I don't know. I was like, I'm in a time warp here. Like I moved, I came back, and they're still the same, like exactly the same. So
that's
anyway.
your hometown for you. No matter where
That's my hometown.
That's what
It was fun. It was fun. Oh God, crying is starting.
Bringing
Jesus.
your baby to a dive bar, Wild Joe, Mother of the Year.
Yeah. I think, you know, if they're under 2 or 3 years old, they're not going to be drinking. Let's just let
Yeah,
them
they
come to
can
the
sit at
bar.
the bar just to color or whatever. That's a weird.
Yeah. Sit in the bar and color. Oh boy. So, that's cool. Listen, you're getting out there, you're traveling, you're just following the comedy wherever it leads you. So
Basically, pretty much. Yeah.
awesome. All right. God, the whining is beginning. Okay, let's hurry up and move to the next person before they start increasing their pitch. All right. Thank you, Alyssa. Let's see. We got one more comment. Rachel Fogletto joining us from the
Hey.
East Coast. What's up, Rachel?
Hey, I was just about to start whining and crying, so I hate to tell you, it's about that time of night. No,
I get
just
enough.
kidding.
I get enough whining and crying.
I mean, the bar is the perfect place for it, right? You know, you
Right?
can't-
Start crying into your drink. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Here we
Rachel, you're
are.
coming out to LA. You've been
I
talking
am.
about it.
So
You've got some
excited.
big plans. What's going on?
I mean, yeah. So I'll be there for the Laugh Riot Girl Festival, and Thursday I'm performing on that, and then I'm kind of just I'll be here for a few days, and I'm gonna hit up Carol and her DMs after this show and be that person. So I'm just
Oh, yeah.
excited. I'm so excited to like if you can't see right now, it's a very humid day in Philadelphia, and one of my favorite things about LA is my hair doesn't do this as much, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's humid where you live.
Oh yeah, and it's like it's like humid, like with garbage droplets. So it's just you really gotta constantly be conditioning, or clearly I did not today.
Got the urine.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, there's always urine.
Have you heard of the
Cleaner.
curly girl method? The curly girl method. Have you heard of this?
Well, I mean, I think I've heard of it. You wouldn't know
I
right
had a
now.
friend. She had frizzy hair for like her whole life, and then all of a sudden she learned how to tame her curls, and it was the curly girl method. So
like I didn't really do a good job today. Like I did learn how to take care. I finally learned how to take care of my curly hair like a few years ago as an adult, because I did not know how to for a long time. But tonight is a bad example, because I walked home from a mic in the humidity and I did not do
okay,
anything.
I don't remember the whole curly girl method. I'm sure you can look it up, but it has to do with curl cream and leave-in conditioner and like one other thing.
Yeah, generally.
And don't brush it. Never brush it.
Well, I don't brush it. Well, I comb it when it's wet. But if I were to do that when it was dry, it would be ridiculous. But like, yeah, I use products now that it normally is a like cohesive. It's not like one entity the way it is right now.
I have a question. Can you give yourself one of those big like Beyonce afros if you wanted to?
Not that level, but it would look more like not quite troll, but like a triangle troll, like, you know, triangle hair.
Hang down.
Yeah, there's like some real great pictures of me as a child with like triangle hair, like really at the beach, just
Rocking it.
yeah.
Well, I feel like everybody wants the opposite hair of what they have, you know, like if you have
This is
flat
true.
hair, you want volume. If you have frizzy hair, you want it to be straight. So anyway,
I always
love
wanted
your
straight hair.
Rachel.
Always wanted straight hair, but
when I was a kid, I wanted black curly hair with bangs, like just like the exact opposite of what I had.
I wanted black straight. I was a goth kid, so I always would want my hair to be like straight and dye it black, and it would just poof right back up as soon as I straightened it. I look so ridiculous.
Oh, my baby pooped. Okay, Mista See, I'm going to turn it over to you. I have diapers to deal with, and God knows what else over here. So I'm excited though. It's a fun lineup, and Mista See is going to host the show.
Yeah.
Can I say any announcements? I have announcements.
All right. So I guess it's time for the Dive Bar show. I'm Mista See the Enforcer, aka Poppy called the Bad Boy. We just heard from Miss Wild Joe. Of course, we got Miss Carol coordinate behind the wheels of steel. We're gonna call it
Hey, Ric Rosario in the house.
Right. And of course, we got a lot of wonderful talent in here. We got a lot of honeys up in here, so I decided to wear my nude outfit today.
Yeah,
Got my soul brother #1 up in here. We about to get ready into this comedy. You guys ready for the Die Bar show? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I think Carol has some announcements, Mr. C.
Oh, go ahead, Carol.
Sorry, I usually get to say something at least. You guys, okay, June 19th, Carpool Comedy, Las Vegas. Come out for that. June 26th, we're going to be premiering a documentary made about the shutdown and comedy during the shutdown last year called Pundemic. We're premiering that at a drive-in movie at the NoHo Diner with food and DJ and all that good shit, you guys. So the June 26th, June 19th, and of course I'll be at the Lexington on June 13th for that. So yeah, that's all the important stuff that's coming up. All the regular stuff is still happening. As always, if you want to get on a show, do live comedy, contact me at The World's Best Laugh or Carol Newell on the Facebook and the Instagram. Okay, back to you, Mr. C. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah, that's
right. We have a latecomer to the show, Ric Rosario. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How's it going?
You made it. You made it. Okay. Introduce yourself. Where are you from? And how long you been doing comedy? How'd you get started?
I'm from early years of Ohio. I lived in Texas for junior high and high school. So I kind of feel like I'm more from Texas now, or I tell people I'm from Texas. And I've been doing comedy. It's embarrassing. I should be farther, I guess. I don't know. 10 years. If you combine my improv, do people combine improv with their stand-up?
No one combines improv with stand-up.
Improv doesn't count. Sketch comedy doesn't count. Acting doesn't
Correct.
count. Just stand-up. We're talking like 8 years, 9 years.
Way to go, Ric.
Yeah. That was so
right,
riveting.
Well, welcome to the show. Can you turn yourself sideways? Right now, you're like portrait, and you could be landscape. I don't know. Now you
your phone's gonna figure it out.
There
it is.
There you go.
Okay.
There you are.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Well, we were just about to get started doing some stand-up, so you're going flipping back and forth. It's all right. We'll figure it out. And Mista See, do you have any announcements? Anything going on in your life? Do you want to talk about? Did you do anything fun over Memorial Day?
No, Memorial's good. Only thing cool to happen on Memorial Day is the same thing that happens with a lot of them. A lot of people had birthdays, so I guess a lot of sex happened 9 months ago around this time. So my homie had his birthday for his kid, and I guess his woman is Latino. So I don't know if you've ever been to a Latino birthday party for children. It ends at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's all I'm saying. And about 9 o'clock, the first question is, where the kids? They're like, yeah, I don't know. You want another drink? Yeah, I fucking do. So that's why holiday weekend. I enjoyed every second of it. Viva Latinos, man. Viva Latinos. They know how to party, man. So that's all I got to announce. So,
all right, Mista See. I think we're ready.
All right, good. So, all right, so a little line shift, good. So we'll mix it up. We got another bro ham in there, so I'll sandwich it between the ladies. It'll be like a real freaky sex scene, the way we're gonna order tonight. So, since I'm slightly biased because I'm from Philly and whatnot, I'm gonna do a little nepotism and put the Philly people up first. Sorry, everybody else. We just hate y'all.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Nah, that's how. In Philly, hate means love. That's all I mean. Philly hate means love. That's how we do. You ever hear Bill Cosby talk to people? You see how he shows people love, right? That's all I'm saying. It's a Philly thing. Our love is tough. And sometimes illegal. And sometimes illegal. That's how it goes. So are you guys ready to get this first comedian on the stage? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
That's right. She was supposed to be in super smooth and from the crib. She about to lay it down like she throwing heavy pounds. She got hair that'll make you staring heavy, looking at the sun until your eyes burn from the glare. So can I get a clap, 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 clap for Rachel, aka Fogletto.
Thank you, Mista See. That was good. I like that better than the. I still like the Bill Cosby intro though. It felt very Philadelphia. You know, it's weird. So okay, like, are you guys like? You were talking a little bit about how masks are there. Like, it's so weird. It just, you could go one place and there's masks, but now it's like nobody really has to that much anymore. Are you guys excited about it? Are people excited about?
Yeah.
I'm excited to not wear them.
I am
Yeah,
too.
baby.
Yeah, I don't really like it, but I keep seeing this like meme, this reoccurring meme that's like, you know, I'm vaccinated, but I'm still wearing a mask so people don't think I'm a Republican. And I'm like, I think the only people that think that are like people who share that meme. Like, I don't think like, and even if that's true, like, okay, like you got your mask, but what about the shitty idea? You know, like that's a dead giveaway. Like the bat. Okay, yeah, okay, it's mean, but it's just, it's the way I am. You know, I'm glad that we're not saying things like that are dumb, and like those bad sayings in the beginning of the pandemic, like it's gonna get worse before it gets better. You know, like, 'cause that's like obvious, right? Like it's like saying it's gonna get warm before it gets colder, or like I have to come before I can cry. You know, like just it's redundant. You don't need to say that really. I remember like one of the things that could go without saying when it was like peak pandemic, like in the heat of it. I don't know if people say the heat of the pandemic, but I'm saying it. I saw an ad for a Las Vegas hotel on Facebook, and it was like prices drastically reduced due to COVID. I was like, you didn't need to say it. You didn't need to say that. That did not need to be part of the flyer. But I guess whatever works. You know, I feel like we are like, as a society, we do like, we move, every time we move forward, we move a few steps back, right? Like, this was like before the pandemic, it was like around Christmas, like there was a commercial for Hallmark and it featured a lesbian couple. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it featured a lesbian couple and they had to pull the commercial because apparently no one wants me to come. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to be better. I do. I try. I do think it's great that like now, like today's generation is growing up with all these like words to describe their identity, like things like I never had growing up. So it's like a lot of questioning as an adult. I try to be conscious. I try to, you know, say my pronouns when I remember, like she, her are my pronouns, I think. You know, because I noticed like saying your pronouns all the time, I started to say like she, her, and it started to like just not feel good, you know, like I wasn't like feeling it anymore. It felt like bad. And that's still confusing because that's just like being a woman feels bad. So it's like normal, right? You know, it's like, I know I'm a woman, but like, I just don't want to talk about it. You know, like, do we need to bring it up? So a friend of mine was like, well, why don't you try using they, them pronouns and see how it goes, see how it feels. And I was like, I am not a good enough person for they, them pronouns. Like, I'm not, listen, I totally respect it, but I'm not brave. I'll ruin it. Let it get more mainstream. Let all the other women who are queer that fuck dudes use they, them, and then I'll do it too after that. Here's the God's honest truth, like from my heart. I don't want to do the work. And then I'm like, fuck, am I a man? Like I don't. Yeah, that was boring. That was stupid, right? It was dumb. So I did it. I was like going back and forth this whole thing, and like ultimately it was just like I totally had like just felt totally insecure about who I am, my needs, my wants, and I just decided I'm just gonna settle for she, her, which I think really says that I'm a woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks for going on that journey with me. I'll leave you on this. I just moved recently because the house I was living in, our landlord decided to do construction on the house. He decided to replace the whole front wall of the house while we lived in it.
God. Whoa.
And I don't mean like give it like a little facelift. Like he Buffalo Billed the face of the house. Like it was just a mess. And here's the thing, like I tried to use my renter's insurance, because did you know that renter's insurance will put you in a hotel if part of your home is not usable because of damage or theft, but it will not cover damage or theft if your landlord is the cause of the damage or theft. Which is like having health insurance that covers herpes medication, but not if you got it from your husband. You know, it doesn't make any sense. But that's my time. Check in on your dickhead friends. I'm Rachel Fogletto. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Another round of applause for Rachel Fogletto.
Yes.
That's right. Herpes meds for wives. That's what we need. And, I was a presidential candidate. I got to log that kind of stuff down. I'm going to have to pull it out in the town hall. Somebody's going to be like, Mr. President, I have a question. You're like, all right. It's about healthcare. I'm like, oh. Then she goes into the whole herpes husband thing. I'm like, oh, here we go. Thank you, Fox. So another round of applause for Rachel Fogletto.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All righty, right. So we're gonna jump right into it and keep it spicy and keep it flipped. We just had the young lady from the Illy Silly called Philly, and now we got another gentleman who originated in a place that ain't nothing like Philly. It's Utah. Boy, man, he probably so daggone white. He made it. I'm feeling whiter right now. He's from Utah, the poor thing. He probably do that whole Mormon thing and walk miles and carry sheep and have 7 or 8 girls that were supposed to marry him, but then he ran off to North Carolina to get away from it. Poor thing. Oh, man. But they do got alien guys. So, I mean, come on.
Very cool.
You're just like Christians. It's so cool. So also, this comedian, he gonna come and drop it down. So he went all from North Carolina to Cackalack and Tobacco Road. Now he made it out here to Cali, Maui. This guy was a high-powered lawyer, and clearly he is on the way out because now he is a stay-at-home dad and a comedian. Woo!
Hey.
The rise is hard. And now he's hosting the World Series of Comedy. So that's right. He's on the way up to top past the punk ass lawyers that work for the comedy series. Give a round of applause to the clap to Seth. He never did that. Lawrence.
Yeah, man. Wow. Thank you so much, Mista See. I feel like you're so close to knowing what my religion does that it's dangerous. It's dangerous because the misinformation you spread about it is believable but not real. So look, send me your address. I'll send 2 friends to set you straight, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll see you on Sunday. Bright and early. It'll be great. I also love that we caught Rick at work. Rick is just working tonight and also doing a show.
I helped out, and I'm
fantastic.
Here, baby. Now my attention is here.
Boom. I love it. So it is still very white where I am originally from in Utah. Not many people of color around. So, the pandemic really shook me because I used to be like, now with the pandemic, you're sort of afraid of everybody. And I used to just be afraid of Black people. So now, now I feel like it's super even. I'm no longer racist. I'm just scared of everybody. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. Oh, man. On a side note, did anybody, so Rachel talked about the memes. I don't know if anybody used Trump to get rid of friends. It was just easier to be like, yeah, I support Trump just so certain people wouldn't talk to you anymore. I don't know if anybody did that. It's too hard to actually break up with people. No. I feel like that would be a very effective method, though, for certain demographics, to just one post. That's all it would take. And certain people would be out of your life forever. Absolutely forever. Oh, man. So I am still Mormon, actually, Mista See. I am still Mormon. We do not practice polygamy anymore, but it might come back. Fingers uncrossed. I do not want multiple. I don't want multiple wives. Plus, I am a stay-at-home dad, so my pitch is really low. Do you wanna go to heaven and support me in this life too? Do you want to do both of those things? Does that sound awesome to you? I was also involved in the early days with scouting. I don't know how many people are familiar with the Boy Scouts of America, the good old BSA, BS of A. Rick, are you an Eagle Scout, Rick?
No. I made it to the wolf. No, the cub. I was a
The
cub.
Cub. Nice. All right. So that's all based on age. So you basically just said you survived until you were in the Cub Scouts and then you bailed. I made it all the way. I made it all the way to Eagle, which is where there was real work. You had to do actual merit badge nonsense, and you had to do a service project that you headed up. I got my Eagle at 14, and I can tell you, of the two things I've been involved with, Scouts is by far and away the more cultish of those two things. Often, so that you understand, often when people become Eagle Scouts, they have a whole ceremony, okay? A bunch of people come to celebrate the fact that you've got your Eagle Scout. They often, when I got my Eagle Scout, they had an actual eagle there to participate in this ceremony. They would call out all of the other Eagle Scouts and bring them over to a certain portion of the room that was called the Eagle's Nest. And then they would do a little chant and welcome you into the Eagle's Nest. I'm just saying that is way more culty than anything I've done in my actual religion. And it involves an animal. I feel like anything that involves an animal as a ceremony, automatically a cult. I don't care what you're doing to the animal. So that's why zoos make me very nervous, just on a general principle. I have 4 kids. I have 4 kids right now, and they are all white. So I guess I should apologize for that, but I'm not gonna, because I'm proud of all of them. So it's just what we made. That's it. My wife and I we each wanted to be in an interracial relationship when we started the dating process. So we both failed, and there's no better way to start a marriage than at the bottom. Okay. It's only up. It's only up from here. I was watching this show with my kids, though, called Our Planet, which is this show on Netflix all about, kind of the undertone is climate change. It's a very strong undertone, though. The first episode discusses these walruses in Russia that the ice caps have deteriorated so far that the walruses are like falling off of the cliff now because there's not sufficient water. So we watched 2 minutes of walruses or walrus falling down this cliff. And my kids were like, my daughter turned to me almost in tears and was like, Daddy, you got to make this stop. And I was like, sweetie, there is nothing I can do. They filmed that years ago. It's way worse now, actually. It's way worse now. So they're all gone. All those walrus, they're all dead. So I can't wait for the end of the world, to be honest. I was brought up expecting the end of the world sort of any moment. I don't know how much worse it's supposed to get because, part of the country's running out of gas. We're all destroying the earth. We had this huge pandemic that killed, some people, I guess, out there, if you believe in it. I feel like the end of the world should be happening pretty much anytime. I don't know where Jesus is, but he's got to be coming in soon, right? He's late as far as I'm concerned. He's late. I don't know what's taking him so long. I can't wait for the resurrection. 1 minute. This is what I'll end on. I'm excited for the resurrection. I don't care what you all think. We're all coming back. We're all coming back, baby. And we're coming back in perfect bodies. And I don't know really what that means. I think a lot of people think it's like chiseled fit, like Mista See, just ready to rock and roll. I kind of think we're going to come back a little thick. I think that sounds more comfy. You know, a bunch of cherubs up there. That'd be awesome. So I want to go to gyms now and find all the fit people and be like, hey, you can't take it with you. You know, why are you working so hard? Just let it go. Let it go. Guys, I've been Seth Lawrence. Thank you so much for this show, Wild Joe. And give it up for your host, Mista See.
Yeah. All right, applause for Seth Lawrence. That's right. Back-to-back excitement. Some Philly gutter. And now we got some deep conversations. Man, Seth touched on all the topics, and that's what the Dot Bar Show is about. Education, entertainment, spirituality, physicality, comedy, and generational movement. We breaching brains. And he touched on a couple of great things. Number one, the apocalypse, which I believe we're living through right now. And Jesus is late because he's flying Delta. That's all right. He'll be here in 3 to 6 hours. He's like a layover in like hell somewhere, and he's just waiting. He's so pissed.
He's like the cable company will arrive sometime between 12 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. It's like 12,000 and 40,000 AD. You know what I mean?
Right.
You never know. Also, he touched on other things. Racism has ended because of COVID. Everybody, round of applause for that.
All right.
Round of applause for that. I love that. And that's the thing that he brought us to the next thing now that racism is taken care of. I want to talk about child slavery. What is with the Girl Scout cookies and us making the kids sell the cookies at school? I don't remember that ever being mandatory. They're just like, yo, here's some cookies. Go out there and hit the street. You better run me my money back. That's what I remember. And when there was no option. I don't remember anybody skipping it. And do we tax this? Does the government get a piece of this? Like, it's really like, yo, this is what makes women prostitutes down the road. We take all these little girls, we tell them some dude comes in, throws a bunch of stuff at them that's going to make them fat and ruin them from ever being in love one day. Then he tells them to go out there and sell it so they can have money and prizes to get better. So they basically, like Cardi B and them, teaching our kids to sell their bodies. So stop the Girl Scouts, guys. Round of applause for that.
All right.
Another round of applause, guys, for Seth Lawrence.
Woo!
I think my logic was very logical.
Sound. Airtight.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go to our next comedian. We bring one of the ladies back up here. She's a classic smooth. She's in the kind of bar that is no bar. It's more of a center of the universe kind of situation. It's a blank bar where she has jokes to drink and she's about to fill you up and get your gut ready. Are you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I like this next comedian's name because her last name means small and slim and frail, but there ain't nothing frail about what's about to come out this girl's mouth. So can I get a clap, 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 clap for Alyssa? My name ain't Alyssa Poteet.
Yeah. I love comedy, and give it up for Seth. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Hey, thank you.
I felt like that deserved more. I feel like we were all as like stiff as a fucking priest in a Boy Scouts meeting. That's what we fucking.
Heyo.
Or a Boy Scouts leader in a Sunday school. Either way, it works. I like how you're talking about that Boy Scouts cult. That was funny because I was actually in a cult too. I was in a cult called Pi Beta Phi.
Yeah.
Which is Greek for Orange County Coke Whores. And we do all the same stuff. It's great. And my gosh, thank you, Mista See, Wild Joe, Carol. Thank you so much for putting on this awesome comedy show for us on Zoom. I love Zoom comedy, man. Like, it is just so nice to do comedy on a show where the male comics can't follow you to your car afterwards. There are always these dudes following me that are dressed like Mista See, no shirt. And I'm like, no, Alfred, I do not want to be your writing partner. What? The hell you know about being a 25-year-old woman? You can't even trick one, bro. What? Oh my gosh. I have more on that, but we're supposed to do new material on this show. So here we fucking go. And the newest thing in my life, I just went to Vegas for shows, but also like for my birthday. Ayo.
Hey.
Yeah. And it was like such an exciting experience because I never before realized like why broke motherfuckers love to go party in Las Vegas. They love, and it makes no sense. You gotta like gamble and spend money. Like, what are broke people doing in Las Vegas? And now I know, drugs on the sidewalk, looking at flashing signs. That's it, baby. I get it now. Fuck, I'm walking down Fremont Street by a souvenir shop, and I'm like, fuck, this Molly's kicking. Okay, fuck Coachella. This is the souvenir shack. This is lit. This is literally lit. Watch out for that dog shit. Okay, not killing my vibe. Are you guys too old to party? You guys have never. I know Carol goes to Las Vegas. Fuck me, man. Oh my gosh. You don't need to love it. I loved it. It was so much better than my first time in Vegas. I remember when I was a kid, my parents told me that they were going to take us to Disneyland, and they took my ass to Circus straight up. Yeah, I didn't know. I was a kid. I was like, woo! I saw a mouse on the property. I was like, damn, Mickey's looking realistic. Okay. Every blonde hooker I saw, I was like, Cinderella! I saw a lady pass out on the bathroom floor, and I was like, Sleeping Beauty's here, cool too. Tay. Yeah, I hope she's okay. I do. I went to a wedding. My cousin got married a couple months ago. And gosh, I'm such a sucker for weddings, like all the traditions and shit, especially like the like father-daughter dance. It just like gets my heart every time. It's just like such a sweet tradition when the father gets to like take his baby girl and hold her close and whisper in her ear, "You sure you don't want me to kill him?" Not too late. Are you sure? I got a shovel and a tarp out back. Are you sure? No. Trevor's fine. It's fine. I was just making sure. You sure though? Okay. And it's like, it feels good. It feels real nice. I've what else is new? I've been watching a lot of reality TV recently. I can't afford antidepressants, so I watched it. I'm like, okay, so I'm not the worst. Cool. That's my method. And so just believe me when I say I'm very familiar with the industry standards in the reality TV marketplace. Okay. And it was like, I was really bugging out because all these shows now, all these reality TV shows have these people competing to win the grand prize of $100,000. Y'all remember when game show, the standard was $1 million? No matter what the show, $1 million, that was the standard. What the hell have we done to the economy? Since when does inflation work backwards? The fuck? These poor contestants have to sing a song while doing an obstacle course over a gator pit for $100K. Is this North Korea? I fear for our economy, man. Like, have you guys seen Cameo? You know that app where you can pay like celebrities to make you a video? Our economy's so fucked up, even celebrities have to be gig workers now. The fuck? The fuck? I can't. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to like marry someone rich immediately because like I also know like I gotta be a cougar someday. I don't want to. 20-year-old, I don't even like 20-year-olds now, but I know I have to because ladies, we all know it's your duty as an older woman to you at least need to pass the baton down to at least one young man and show him where the clit is. It is your duty to feminism. Carol's nodding because she's like, yes, Real Summer. Yes, I see you, Carol. You have to. You got to go in there like a person. Lower, swirl. Oh, you got to teach him.
I'm doing my best.
Thank you, Carol. Carol. Yeah, and she will bite her tongue and smile when he shows her his TikToks. She will. She will bite her lip till it bleeds just to teach him that you can get pussy more than those lips bleed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there. Fuck, I think that was a minute. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I hate to end on an eating out period joke, but as the great GT said, rest in peace. We're unfiltered, baby. So thank you. I've been Alyssa. Good night.
Yeah. Round of applause for Alyssa Poteet, aka Get In There, Boy. I love that. Round of applause again for the promotion of getting young men's rocks off. Oh,
yeah.
Some of my first ladies when I was a young guy. There's no mess.
May I add about GT?
Young guys list. Go ahead.
GT, he said he likes his pussy medium rare, pink on the outside, bloody in the middle.
That's how he got that hot wife. To a lot of people's surprise. You gotta keep that shit every day of the month, baby. I'm done preaching. I'm done.
Outstanding, outstanding. And that's it. And once again, the Dive Bar Comedy putting down game. Today, Alyssa taught young men a big secret that a lot of people don't tell young guys. You incels, you guys out there that can't get you some. Keep your eye out for a mature lady with no ring on her finger. Mm-hmm. Older women are no business. I'm talking about first conversation, first date. You want to go back to your house? Yes, I do. Okay, that ain't no game. Well, there ain't no playing around. It ain't no I don't do that. It's like pick a hole. I do holes. Right? You're like, yeah, like, get in there, boy. You ain't playing. So it sounded like a joke. That was not a joke. A round of applause to Alyssa Poteet.
All right.
All righty, right. Okay, so we got one of my new babies coming up to the stage. This comedian right here got a couple of great things going on. First of all, her name reminded me of my friend from Gambia who has some very misogynistic principles. So I was a little worried at first until I saw who it was. So we got saved there. Also, where she's from, I actually used to have a rapper from the same place. His name was Anthony. His real name was Ashley. He's like, Mista See, I want to do rap, man. And I was like, yo, your English ain't too good, fam. He's like, I'm like Tupac. You know, I'm like Biggie Smalls, man. Bo, chi ba chi. What is what, man? You know, I kill it, man. Yeah, so he spelled Farsi. So you're about to hear the Farsi princess lay it down. Are you guys ready to get taken away and back to heaven? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Clap for Azize Erim.
Oh my God, I've never been praised this much. I feel so cool. Although I have to kind of like correct you on something. I'm from Turkey. It's Turkish, but name is like the name is around the area, so it's okay. Like it's an Arabic name. But I'm from Turkey. I don't know if you guys know about a lot about Turkey, but like we are a Middle Eastern kind of country. We are in between Middle East and Europe, so we're just in the middle. But we have this president for the last 20 years. Like it's like Trump on crack.
Mm.
He's been there for the last 20 years, guys. Imagine Trump was here for the last 20 years. So he's pretty dictator. He's like a dictator. He's a dictator, and he throws journalists in jail or anybody who criticizes him. That's why I love living in America, because there's freedom of speech here, guys. That's why I love comedy, doing comedy in this country, because you can do. I was asking like if I can say balls. That's how PTSD I have. I've been living in America for the last 15 years and I still have that PTSD. Yeah, so our jails in Turkey are filled with intellectuals and journalists and politicians and all these good people. Like, it's really cool, guys. Turkey is pretty cool. Everybody wants to go to jail. That's kind of like your ranking. If you're a journalist and haven't been in jail, that means you're not a good journalist. like here, for example, like here, people can't find a job if they have been in jail, but in Turkey, they can't find a job if they haven't been in jail. Right? Like in America, you can meet nice people in bars, even though mine is empty. But in Turkey, nice people are behind bars. Yeah. If you go to the prison library in Turkey and ask like, oh, do you have this book? They're like, no, but we have the author. So, I have friends who went to jail. How proud I am. Yeah. I got my American citizenship.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually my third. I am also British.
Oh.
Right? At first, I thought it was going to be cool to have 3 citizenships, but none of the countries are doing well, so who cares? I'm fine being here. There's freedom of speech, and I can do comedy. I got my actual citizenship through marriage.
Nice.
Yeah, like I'm married to an American, Turkish American, but all my foreign friends are so jealous. They're like, oh my gosh, Azize, marriage is the easiest way to get your Korean citizenship. And I'm like, you think that's easy? For you to get your citizenship marriage, you have to go through marriage.
Mm.
Exactly. Everybody is having a happy moments or not married. Either having a happy marriage or I'm happy marriage. I'm happy. I'm a talker though. I talk a lot. And my husband is not. He's not a talker. And he hates it when I talk too much. Do you guys know the movie A Quiet Place?
Mhm.
Right? That's his dream apocalypse. He's so quiet and zen. It's too much. Guys, he proposed to me at a Buddhist temple. Exactly, like the only place on earth that I had to be quiet. I had to be quiet.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting married, guys. I'm getting proposed. I've been dreaming for this moment. I've been rehearsing. And that includes like jumping up and down and screaming. And I'm at a Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
My energy.
Your husband is smart.
Yeah. Do, right? So I start to kiss. No, make out, right? Make out with my husband so passionately in front of a monk who was celibate for like 30, 40 years, God knows. Right? Oh my God. He kicked us out of the temple. We got out from a Buddhist temple. That's my criminal record. That was a real walk of shame though. Real, but everybody got something out of that day, right? Like I got a ring, my husband got a wife, and the monk got a boner. But yeah, my husband and I, happy marriage. We just celebrated our 15th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Guys, I think the first 15 years of a marriage is hard.
1 minute.
And after that, oh my God, it gets even harder.
1 minute.
You wake up and you realize I'm fucking the same guy for the last 15 years. And there are till death do us apart. Well, I'm dead. But I feel I miss out a lot from this dating arena, guys. Like because it's been 15 years, we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have these apps. So, oh my God, guys, this is very emotional, but this is a confession. Guys, I've never, ever, ever in my life received a dick pic. That's my time.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey, Eddie. All right. That's right. That's right. Some of that good cooking. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. And once again, more learning stuff. Today we learned about marriage. People think it's easy. It's a job. It is a full part-time job. And just like any job, the longer you get there, the more work they want you to do for less money. And if you want more money, you got to do more work. Hey, better look at love like that. It's a business first, children second, love third. I'm telling you, I know I'm scaring y'all, but I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm just gonna marry like a rich blonde lady. That's my plan. That way, when I look like shit, she'll still love me. So once again, another round of applause for Azize Erim. That's right. Dedication, 15 years. I'd have killed the motherfucker by year 5, man. Whew. Yes. You know what? We don't need my therapy moment right now. So we're looking at our next comedian coming to the stage. It's actually one of the Soul Brothers. We got 2 more comedians to go and whatnot. This gentleman, he actually must be one of my peoples because he came rolling late like his 21 genetic thing said he had South African African in him at least 75%. So get ready for this guy. He is super cool and super smooth. And his name sounds like he's a stud. So get ready to get a stud because he's in the streets. He is putting in that work. He don't play no games. Are you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah, let's go, Rick.
Clap for Frank. The joke tank is audio.
Did you call me Frank?
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? I'm sorry.
All good. It's all good. It's all good. I'm being what's the word? I'm being thrown in to this new world. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I really enjoy it. I've met Carol before. I like Mista See's energy, Carol's energy. Everyone brings such good energy. I'm a really friendly, nice guy, despite my weird vibe, as you can tell. I'm kind of have a weird vibe, but it's a harmless vibe. I always like to share that. No harm intentions or anything. So, great way to start a comedy set, right?
Yeah. Way to go, nice guy.
Oh yeah, nice guy. Over here, this guy. I'm glad to be here. I feel blessed to be here. #blessed. Yeah, I don't know. I carry you guys think this is a joke book, but this is actually my journal because I write down my aspirations and things that I want to get done. There's a few things that I want to get done, and I'm glad you guys are here to hear it. First of all, okay, I want to have, you guys saw the Facebook movie, right? Is this a little on the nose? Did you see the Facebook movie? You guys can hear me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You know there's that moment where Justin Timberlake is playing the guy who invented Napster, and then he gives the advice to the Facebook guy. It's been a while since I've seen it, but he's like, why don't you drop the off Facebook and just call it Facebook instead of the Facebook? And that was definitely like, JT's character could have dropped the mic and walked out of the scene. I think that's actually what happened. They just cut to like a new scene after that. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But that moment stuck with me. I was like, yes, of course. That's all he needed to do in the movie. Just give the advice and like go. And that's what I want to do. Every time I'm on stage, like I aspire to have that sort of wisdom sort of shed off me, and like younger comics get to hear, like take in like what I'm giving and all that, and just like, it's I don't know if it'll happen in this lifetime, but Lord willing, I'm trying, trying to get to that moment. There's another moment also. There aren't a lot of laugh out loud moments, but also my time is like an open forum. If you guys want to like ask me something that's cool,
Oh, yeah.
I want you to feel open and loose, informal, because I'm just talking up here because I got nothing, but also all I do is bring energy. I just want to bring energy on and make people feel comfortable and safe and all that. But yeah, there's one more moment that I had. Rick, you should open like that from now on. Cool. Thank you. Okay. What was it? What I was saying was, there's one other moment that I want. I want the drumline moment. Do you get, this is a little further back. Do you remember drumline? I'm bring up like dated movies from the 90s, from the early 2000s. And because I relate to them. I'm kind of a 90s kid, 2000s kid. You guys remember Drumline, right? Nick Cannon's Drumline. Yeah. Okay, so you're with me. He has the big audition. He's like a freshman, and he's like auditioning for the college Drumline, and or was it the high school Drumline or whatever? But they're all upperclassmen, and so it's very intimidating. Everyone's like, "What you got, kid? What you got?" And then for some reason the audition is at night in a parking lot. And there's a panel of judges like the Olympics or something. And like he's out there, like everyone's doing their audition. And then Nick Cannon goes out there and he does his like snare drum solo. And if the upperclassmen like it, they flash their lights and they beep their horns from the cars and stuff. And when he does his solo and then he burns through it, and then it's like a kind of a pin drop, and everyone's like, I can't read all this more stage. Okay. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm not ruining momentum. It comes to like that head where it's like, oh my God, this kid just like smoked everybody because he just like did the craziest drum solo, and then he like put his sticks away and he was like, I thought I'd add a little something, you know? And then all the cars, like there was a beat. All the cars like went crazy, all the lights went flashing, and everyone's like beeping their horns and everyone's clapping and stuff. I want a set like that, you know? And it might take me 30 years to get there, okay? I don't have the Nick Cannon talent, okay? You know? I don't have this wild and out energy. You can tell I'm not that kind of guy, but I'm gonna aspire to it. Mark my words. Tonight here at the comedy show, I want you guys to know. Oh, there goes my light. But yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna have that moment where I tell the perfect joke on stage, and then I'm like, yeah, I thought I'd add a little something, and then just put the mic away and leave.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. That was my time.
Nice, big Ric Rosario.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Outstanding. Apologize for that name. I always make my set list as people come as you came in. I just did it quick.
Oh yeah. Sorry, no, I apologize.
It's all right. You see the dreadlocks. I smoke a lot.
Yes, of course.
I wasn't drinking tonight though. I've been pretty good. All right, so we got one more comedian on the stage, and he talking about once again great stuff, laying it down. And I like your perfect joke feeling, because that's what it's about in comedy: working at it and and driving for it. And one day you're gonna get that mic drop moment. A round of applause, y'all, for Ric Rosario.
All right.
Right. So we got one more coming to the stage. It is our main lady girl for the thing. One of the creators and main hosts of the show. One of the main organizers, executive producer. Host and hostess. Also comedian lady. Also, she take the money when you come to the door because she be thugging. You better get ready. So you guys ready to lay this down and finish up with our final comedian? Can I get a
Yeah.
So this lady right here, she is a super mom. She is everything that America is all about right now. Working hard, grinding hard, telling jokes, being independent, working, dealing with the kids, dealing with old people, traveling and dealing with rednecks in Modesto. That's the hardest part. So let me get a clap for the wildest Joanna Petrie.
Woo!
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Mista See. Wow, this is fun. I've been listening to you guys and all the stuff you're talking about, and Rachel reminded me of some that he, her, she, them thing that a lot of people tell me that I'm like a guy. They said, Johanna, you're just like a guy. And when I was a little kid, like 5 years old, I thought when I grew up, I would be a guy. I didn't realize like you're just one or the other. But the reason that I didn't go for a sex change, or a gender reassignment, although it's very trendy right now, is I wouldn't look good as a guy. I'm 5'5". I would be a little twerp with little bird bones. I would never look like a hot guy. Add some fake dick onto me. I'm going to have to pump my balls to make it go up. I mean, it's just not feasible. I decided to just accept myself the way I was born and accept the body that I was born in, and just act the way a guy would act if he were born in this body, which is be a total slut. What do you think a guy would do? Honestly. Oh, I got a little message. I think you would be a hot guy. Thank you. And then I learned something, if I had to identify as anything, nowadays they're having like, he, her, them, and shim, and whatever else. But back, the Native Americans, I read that Native Americans had 6 genders. There was a woman who felt like a woman inside, a man who felt like a man inside, woman who felt like a man inside, man who felt like a woman inside. Then, this is the one I identify with, the woman who feels like there's a man and a woman inside, or the man who feels like there's a man and a woman inside, and or even better for me, I think there's like a couple of men, maybe a woman, a dog. They're having like an orgy in there. I don't know. There's a lot going on. There's not just one person inside. But, thank you. I don't know what pronoun that is, but anyway. So yeah, I consider myself a good person. I recently did a good deed. I took all my old clothes and I donated them to a women's shelter to help them find a job.
Okay.
Yeah. If they weren't hookers before, they will be now. My clothes only come in one size. Crack more. But, anyway, no, I'm a positive person. But I recently had some bad news. I got diagnosed with breast cancer. Yeah, I didn't know my biopsy was going to come out positive too, but like I try to look on the bright side, right? How else are you going to get like a free boob job paid for by the state of California? Just don't go around saying the word free boob job on the Pink Warriors Facebook page, unless you really want to see why they're called warriors. They get very upset about that. But yeah, you think about chemo. I went through chemo. You think you're gonna lose all this weight doing diarrhea, basically. I went on the Facebook page. They said that they're blasting diarrhea every 15 to 20 minutes. So I read that before I started chemo. Scared the shit out of me, literally. No. But yeah, that wasn't quite my experience. That wasn't what I signed up for, because they also put you on steroids at the same time. So, I think I'm going to be losing the baby weight and oh God, they're here. Mama. But instead I gained weight. I gained weight during chemo. I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. In fact, I'm angry. I don't know if it's the steroids or the hemorrhoids, but I have roid rage. Yeah. Oh God. I wish I could just mute the baby. Anyway, I had a lot of people offer to help. They said, I will do anything you want, So I start to take them up on it. I say, can you come watch the kids one night? Well, I don't do diapers. I'll watch them, but I don't do diapers. Or, I finally got my parents to come over, and they start complaining about the blanket. Like, oh, the blanket is too hot, too heavy, or something. And so I give them another one. Oh, it's too cold. I'm like, what is going on with this? And my friend, she said, well, I can't do late nights, but I can give you emotional support. And I'm like, oh yeah, perfect. Just what I need, emotional support. If I wanted emotional support, I would get a little small dog, But, anyway, I don't know. On the bright side, again, if I die, I don't have to watch my kids anymore. So that's the positive. But, I gotta say, no, for me, I've been immunocompromised, having chemo. Your white blood cell count goes down, so all the things that your body would normally fight, it can no longer fight off. So, for me, the worst part of having cancer was finding out I have herpes. Anyway, guys, all right. I guess that's about it for me. Thank you all for listening. I'm Wild Joe. I'm going to turn it back over to Mista See to do a final performance on our lovely show. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Wild Joe. And for all of my comedians.
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps up the Dive Bar Comedy Show. I was thinking about what to do, and I figured, this is technically our Memorial Day show. And let's give a thanks to all our men and women in the armed forces who have laid down everything, including the best of themselves for us, so we can have Jordans, cell phones, and smoke weed on Zoom. I love America. So I'm doing a national anthem. I'm working on perfecting it. You know what I'm saying? Try to get it down. Not going. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see. Let's see. Put that to the side. I got stretch.
Oh yeah, baby.
Those are some nice pink pants.
Snappy dress for this one.
Somebody snapped some pics of these snaps are in.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Look so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
Ooh, sing it, baby.
For stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Look around what we want. Was so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare about bursting in air. Came through the night. That flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave?
Yes.
For the land of the free.
Yes.
There.
And the home of the brave. Love you, America.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Whilst everybody came to the show tonight, keep it going. Azize Erim.
All right.
Big Seth Lawrence. Alyssa, don't fuck with me, Poteet. Mr. Ric, they call him Big Dick Rosario. Rachel Fogletto. Last but not least, Wild Joe, tell him where to go. She turned homeless women into hoes with her clothes. Petrie.
All right.
Go ahead, girl. We out.
Wow, Mista See made that rhyme. That's gonna be in the next rap song. Hoes into homeless into hoes with the clothes. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, I sure
That
did.
was great.
Anyway, you guys, that was so much fun. Thank you to all of our comics. Thank you to anyone who might be watching us and for commenting on our live stream on Facebook. You can also check out the replay of this or any of our shows on diebarcomedy.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's on your iPhone podcast app or your Android podcast app, or you can find us on YouTube, wherever. So check us out. We are live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Pacific, and we will be doing a real life show on July 27th from the Liquid Zoo in Van Nuys.
Wow.
So come check us out there. All right, I'm going to say good night. Thank you. I'm Wild Joe. This is Die Bar Comedy. Thanks to Mista See, Carol Newell, and to all of our comics this week. We will see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.